Good morning and welcome to Monday. Well, yesterday's gorgeous sunshine has been replaced by grey. But we're not letting that bother us. It's our leaving day here at Centre Park. I'm a little bit sad to be going. But all good things must come to an end, so they say. There's a lot to do with the flat purchase that we want to get tied up this week. So let's go back and sort that out. But first, we're not rushing off. We are going to take our cases back to the car. We're then going to go and get a coffee, and then we've got a reservation at the Pancake House later. That's how the morning is shaping up. So come on, let's go. Everybody leaving today. Lots of people left already. I've put my scarf in the car. It's not cold at all today. I've got to keep my hat on. Hair's a mess. Cutting down bushes. A bit of forest management going on this morning. We went into Starbucks for a coffee and it was empty, and we had choice of tables. When we left, the queue was like out the door. There's so many people walking around. It's obviously a busy time as everybody is leaving their accommodation and eking out the final bit of their holiday. The Pancake House, we've already had a look at the menu. I'm going for the Dutch savoury breakfast pancake. I think Mr. Warner's going to go the same. They couldn't fit us in early, so we've got to come back at our designated time. The good thing about that is that we get to have a walk and build up an appetite for breakfast. White feather floating on the lake. Clue 6. I live in a burrow deep in the earth. I have black and white stripes and silvery fur. I sleep in the day and come out at night. I have a strong sense of smell but poor eyesight. Who am I? Well, we all know that's Mr. Warner's favourite, a badger. Mr. Warner loves badgers. Just in case you knew, he doesn't like them at all. Following this path, it's a hive of activity here now. We've got cleaners in every one of the lodges. Have you built up an appetite? I've gone for the pancake, Glenn's gone for the omelette. He's just taking off his green stuff. Anyway, let's talk. So that's it. That's our holiday done. Holiday number 2 for January. How lucky are we? Anyway, let's get back to the car, get back to Northampton and see if we can sort out this flat purchase. And we're off. We just said we'd come to the shop and Dutchman's here. And Glenn's like, oh, I'm not helping. That's Deb and Harry just walking over. Glenn's going to go and see if they need a hand. There's several different flower sellers that visit Deb on a weekly basis, and I think this is a new one. All the way from Holland. Got some nice artwork on his lorry. They're amazing, they are, inside them. Floor to ceiling, front to back, full of flowers. Look at all these, they're lovely. Look how gorgeous they are. Here comes Debbie. Here comes HG. Are you alright, my darling? All good? Living the dream? Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Lovely, lovely. I am so proud of Mr. Warner. So you know, I decided that I was going to do this no new clothes for 2025. Nothing new. Had to already be in circulation. Well, Mr. Warner, he's adopted it too. So firstly, he needed a new pair of boots and he bought those off of Vinted. And the other day, he bought himself 2 new items of clothes, but they're not new. They're from Vinted. So I'm very proud of him for adopting this, because I wasn't expecting him to join me in this mission. I'm proud of him. Anyway, we're going to Tesco's to pick up another of his Vinted purchases. Mr. Warner's picked his parcel up.
This one is the new one with tags.
That's nice, Mr. Warner. How much did you pay for that?
Including postage and everything, I think it was about £8.
Well,
so
bargain. Oh my goodness, Deb's obviously got to do a train tribute. That's going to look amazing when that's done. Oh, we've had a delivery. This is from Lesley in Canada. She let me know that this was coming. Her post office had been on strike for ages. Let's have a look, see what's in it. Let's pop you on top of the coffee machine. Let's have a look. So well packaged. What is in here? To Lisa, open me first. Do not squash, it says. So let's be super careful. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Oh, thank you, Lesley and Norman. Thank you so much. To Lisa's mom. Lovely. Mum's gonna love that. Oh, Deb's got one as well. She's gonna love this as well. This is like a box of wonderfulness. There's so much in here. Once I'd chosen and purchased the item, then I would either write a story or a poem to accompany the gift. Now, Lesley, you are an excellent present giver. You think it through. So here is the first gift, complete with the story that I made for my girl. Let's have a look what's in envelope number 2. It's wrapped in tissue paper. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a tiny spoon. Salt was precious back in the day. The head of the household would whack the big lump of table salt with his knife handle, and his wife probably wanted to whack him for damaging her silverware. He would place a small amount of salt into little dishes called salt cellars. The little dishes had tiny spoons. Enjoy your little spoon. Oh, Lesley, not only will I enjoy the little spoon, I enjoy the story too. Right. Let's have a look in number 3. Oh, this is just wonderful. Here we go. What is, oh, it's a food substance. Always good. Always good. Poutine is a Canadian dish from Quebec, which is so yummy. This packet will make 4 servings. Okay, it calls for cheese curd, and I have to say cheese curd in small quantities is hard to find even here. We like to have this as a treat along with a hot dog. Such a healthy meal, says Lesley, with a few exclamation marks. I know the UK folks like chips and gravy. Well, Lesley, only half of the UK like chips and gravy. The other half are horrified by chips and gravy. So our friends from up north, they have chips and gravy. And we were like, and we were just horrified. And then we tasted it and we were like, that's a taste sensation. So yes, half the UK are all over their chips and gravy. Moving on to number 4. More food substances. Oh, I love international food substances. Oh, so these are a dipping sauce, Swiss Chalet brand. Oh, let's have a look what Lesley says. Do you know, I'm reading all this without my glasses. I'm impressed. Here we have another Canadian special. Swiss Chalet is a chain of rotisserie barbecue chicken restaurants, much loved across Canada. Norm loves chalet sauce. Oh, that sounds so good. That, Lesley, is delicious. I'm on to the final, number 5. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, this is the gift that keeps giving. Oh, this one's got instructions and photos. Instructions on how to make it. Dear Lisa, here is all the stuff about taco salads. We talked about taco salads in a letter we exchanged. I am definitely going to make a taco salad. There's so much thought and love gone into this box, so thank you. Well, we've just spoken to the estate agent, the solicitor, and all I can say is house buying is stressful. That's all I'm saying on the matter. As I am calming my frayed nerves, gonna do a bit of cooking. So tonight, beef bourguignon is on the menu. So we've got some steak, some thyme, some pepper, some red wine. Now this is supposed to marinate in here overnight. We haven't got that option, so it's going to be a couple of hours. I've got to say there was a couple of bay leaves in there as well. That's going to be beautiful. Oh, this is looking so good. Right, this bad boy is going in the oven. Mashed potato. Oh, beef bourguignon. It's not even 9:30 yet, but I've just got in bed with a good book. That's exactly where I am. Deb's been busy downstairs. She's been putting together some Valentine's Day gifts. Dinner was delicious. Beth came round for dinner. With that, I'm going to say goodnight and I will see you in the morning.